The morning begins with the usual warm glow of Lorraine Kelly's studio, but beneath the cheerful backdrop, an unusual tension simmers as acclaimed actor Colin Firth steps onto the set. Dressed in a tailored suit and wearing his signature modest smile, he takes his seat opposite Lorraine. The two exchange polite greetings, but the slight stiffness in their voices hints that this interview may not unfold as smoothly as the audience expects. Lorraine begins with light-hearted questions about Colin's latest film, and he answers with his familiar charm. But when she shifts to a more probing topic, specifically rumors about his reluctance to return to certain franchises, Colin's expression tightens. He firmly explains that artistic choices should not be dictated by public demand, and the crowd momentarily falls silent. Lorraine tries to lighten the moment with a joke, but Colin's mood remains noticeably serious. Sensing a deeper conversation brewing, Lorraine gently challenges his stance, asking whether actors owe anything to the fans who built their careers. Colin responds with surprising intensity, saying creators shouldn't feel pressured into repeating roles just to satisfy nostalgia. Lorraine raises an eyebrow, noting that audiences often feel emotionally connected to characters. Colin counters sharply, insisting that emotional connection doesn't imply creative obligation. Trying to keep the energy positive, Lorraine transitions to a question about modern Hollywood trends. But Colin, still clearly frustrated, describes the industry as increasingly driven by algorithms instead of passion. Lorraine pushes back, arguing that audiences enjoy fresh ideas regardless of how they're made. Colin disagrees, saying the industry is losing its authenticity, sparking an unexpected clash of philosophies live on air. Lorraine repositions herself in her chair, now visibly intrigued but also slightly defensive. She points out that his comments could be seen as dismissive of younger filmmakers. Colin interrupts gently but firmly, saying that talent has never been the issue, corporate decision-making has. Lorraine challenges him again, stating that filmmakers today have more creative freedom than ever. Colin shakes his head, saying freedom is an illusion when financial pressure dictates every choice. The tension escalates when Lorraine asks whether his own career benefited from the same industry he's now criticizing. Colin pauses, then replies that acknowledging flaws doesn't negate gratitude. Lorraine responds that constantly focusing on negativity isn't productive. Colin's reply, that honesty becomes negative only when people are uncomfortable with it, deepens the divide between them, sparking whispered reactions from the audience. Trying to regain control, Lorraine brings up a controversial interview Colin gave in the past. Colin frowns, stating that the quote she references was taken out of context. Lorraine insists it's widely documented. Colin accuses the media of oversimplifying nuanced discussions, and Lorraine shoots back that public figures must accept scrutiny. Their voices remain measured, but the underlying irritation is unmistakably growing. The conversation reaches a boiling point when Lorraine asks a personal question about Colin's private life. He immediately rejects the question, saying it has no relevance to the interview. Lorraine calmly insists viewers are just curious. Colin snaps that curiosity doesn't grant permission to cross boundaries. The audience gasps at his unusually sharp tone. Lorraine, now clearly ruffled, says if he's unwilling to engage, the interview can't continue meaningfully. Lorraine nods to her producers, signaling the segment is being cut short. Colin rises from his chair in a swift but controlled motion, offers a terse, "Thank you for your time," and makes his way off stage. Lorraine maintains her composure, but her strained smile reveals the lingering tension. The studio is stunned. Rarely does such an abrupt exit unfold on live morning television. The moment the show cuts to commercial, social media erupts. Clips of the heated exchange spread across platforms, sparking debates about professionalism, artistic integrity, and personal boundaries. Fans of both stars jump into the frenzy, each defending their side of the clash. Within hours, the fictional incident becomes one of the most talked about on-air moments in recent memory, proving once again that even the calmest morning shows can ignite blazing drama.